All right, let's talk about charisma. But you know what? We're not just going to talk about it, we're going to build it. Forget all the vague ideas. Today, we're using a super clear, actionable blueprint to actually architect your confidence, right from the ground up. So let's get started.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Have you ever seen someone just own a room? They walk in and they just effortlessly command attention, and you can't help but think, wow, they must have been born with it. It's this really common idea, right? That charisma is some kind of gift you either have or you don't. And that idea holds so many of us back.
But here's the thing, and if you take away just one thing today, let it be this. Charisma is not a gift, it's a skill. Seriously. And just like learning to play the guitar or getting good at a sport, it's something you can actually break down, practice, and yeah, even master. It's a total game changer. And that's exactly why we've put together what we're calling the Confidence Blueprint. We're going to be the architects of our own presence, you and me. We'll lay down a solid foundation and then build on it piece by piece. No magic involved, just a really clear plan.
So when we say charisma, what are we really talking about? Well, it's not about being the loudest person in the room, and it's definitely not about having some slick, pre-rehearsed lines. For our blueprint, it's much simpler. It's just the ability to communicate what you're thinking effectively and with confidence. It's all about strengthening your presence through skills you can actually practice.
And this is where it gets really simple, which I love. We can boil this whole big concept down to just two foundational pillars. That's it. Pillar 1, body language, and Pillar 2, public speaking. Basically, what your body is saying and what your voice is saying. That's our starting point. So let's dig into that first pillar, speaking without saying a single word. You know, long before you even open your mouth, your posture, your hands, your eye contact, they're already sending out these powerful signals. Getting a handle on your body language is, without a doubt, the bedrock of a confident presence.
I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? On the left, you've got that closed posture. Arms crossed, shoulders slumped. It's basically screaming, stay away. It looks defensive, uncertain. But then look at the right. The open posture, that's an invitation. It looks confident, approachable, and it sends this really clear message of self-assurance. This tiny shift can change the whole vibe of any interaction.
Okay, so once you've got that solid physical foundation, it's time to build on it with pillar number 2, finding your voice. And hey, I'm not just talking about giving a speech on a huge stage. This is for every work meeting, every coffee chat, every single time you've got an idea you want to share with someone. And these right here are the tools you're gonna use. Speaking with clarity, so your message actually lands. Varying your vocal tone to keep people engaged and listening. Using those purposeful pauses for emphasis. And trust me, sometimes silence is the most powerful thing you can use. And of course, structuring your thoughts so you're always easy to follow. These aren't magic tricks, they're all skills you can get good at.
All right, so we've got our blueprint, right? Body language and public speaking. But a plan on paper is just a plan on paper. How do we actually build the thing? Well, that's where the construction site comes in. We need a safe, supportive place where we can actually practice and hone these skills.
You know, there's this quote that just nails it. Confidence is not built on stage, but in the practice room. Real, deep confidence doesn't come from just winging it when the pressure's on and hoping for the best. Nope, it's forged behind the scenes, in that practice room, where you have the freedom to mess up, learn, and try again without any real consequences.
This is how you get what I like to call confidence muscle memory. And role-playing is the secret sauce here. It's this really simple, powerful loop. You apply the techniques we've talked about, you get some helpful feedback, and then you do it again. With every cycle, these new behaviors start to feel more and more natural, until one day, they're just part of how you show up.
And that's pretty much it. That's your blueprint for action. We've literally gone from the foundational pillars all the way to the workshop, where you can build these skills brick by brick. This is your path, clear and straightforward, to go from just knowing the theory to actually being confident in practice. So if you're gonna walk away and remember how to do this, just keep these 3 keys in your back pocket. First, master your body language. Second, strengthen your public speaking. And third, practice, practice, practice in a safe space. That's it. That is your blueprint for building truly unshakable confidence. But look, learning all this is great, but it's not gonna change a thing unless you do something with it. So I'm gonna leave you with this question. What's the one small, totally manageable step you can take this week to start building your presence? Maybe it's just practicing an open posture in your next meeting, or maybe it's recording yourself talking for just 1 minute. The choice is yours. The The real work starts now.